Ej, taške upil. Гората говорят, зад гърба говорят, по мой адрес говорят, но всичките могат да го другат. Да го другат.
We're working today on a weekend, always working on a weekend. Whenever weather's permitting, we are doing whatever we can. We got a package today for the Porsche, and also I'm making some food today. I wanted to show you guys I'm boiling some oxtail and beef ribs and beef legs. This is gonna be the dish where it's gonna be that soup, gelatin soup. If you guys know, you know what I'm talking about. It's gonna boil for about 4 or 5 hours, and then just gonna put in an onion, a carrot. I'm gonna put pepper, salt, and that's it. And then when you serve it hot, you eat it with garlic, and then the rest you can just put in a flat pan, and it'll become like gelatin because of all the gelatin stuff in the legs and all the oxtail. And then you can just slice and eat. It's really good. So we got a package today, the headlight for the Porsche. Hey buddy, got another kitty right here. Hey, except you're too fat. You're like me, bro. It's a female, actually. Gave her some food, but she's not eating. She doesn't like the dry food as good as much as this wet food. I gave her wet food only when they behave well, and she'll eat wet food all day, but they also have to eat dry food. Let's open up this package. He packaged it up pretty good. That was on top. So the lens, if you guys remember, we sent it in for him to do the lens. Let's pull this thing out. It looks pretty clean. There's some stuff inside that I will probably have to open up and blow off, like little dust particles, but they did pretty good. This lens is brand new. Look at it, so nice. Looks day and night, you guys, comparing to what it was. Look at this thing. Look how nice it looks. Really, really clean. Glued it up good. Hopefully it works. You know, it doesn't. The biggest worry I have about this light is that it might get foggy if it's not glued properly, but it looks like he knows what he's doing because the glue is everywhere. Like, it's glued thoroughly, and he put it in the oven and stuff, so hopefully it's not gonna let any water through, because these are really, really expensive lights, you guys. Okay, this is what the headlights look like together. So this is the one that's prepared, where we bought it with cracked lens. We put the lens on. You can see that it's really fresh. We still have to clean it, you know, once we wash it. I might just polish this a little bit to make it nice after, because there's a few spots on the bumper. There's like a little piece or a little dab on a bumper. The clear coat just kind of leaked a little bit right there. You know, it's not, it has to be perfect, so I'm gonna buff that. But other than that, bumper's pretty flawless, you guys. I got rid of this. You can see where the holes were from the license plate holder. It's as if though it wasn't even there. See how smooth it is? The headlights really look really good together. So we'll go ahead and connect them and start assembling the bumper. Just to give you an idea, this is what came off of the bumper. All the shutters, the lights right here, the little fog lamps or whatever. Then there's wiring, there's brackets for the shutters. They go in first. Then you got the insert in the middle. I mean, it's crazy. Look, all this stuff came off. So I got one shutter in this side right here. This is a right side if you're looking at it from the front. So I got it in, connected all this, lots of pieces. Then I have to put this one in the front, which is the bottom. That has to click in, and then we connect the sensor, and then this one is gonna go in next, which is right here. Yeah, they're pretty heavy, so this is gonna go in like so. All right, finally assembled. Shutter right side, shutter left side. Got the wiring in, all in. Sensors are in. Got click those in. This is in. Everything's in. These plugs. So there's one plug for one side for the shutters and another plug for the other side. Right now we're gonna go and try to fit these lights here on the car. Hopefully everything's good, and then we'll try to match the bumper to see if it needs any tweaking, but should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to put these on right now. Now before we put the headlights on, we got some screws to put on. Jeremiah disassembled it for me, but he never put these back, so yeah, fit on the lights. Had a little struggle with this one. The little thing wouldn't go inside, but on the back. But I put it on. Everything fits, plugged good. We did power it on before, so we know it works. This one's in. This is what it looks like with the lights in. And I'm gonna try to put on a bumper just to see what it looks like with the bumper. Just a rough fitment, because it's getting really dark really fast. So we're gonna try to fit on the bumper real quick. All right, barely fit it on, you guys. Lost my breath with this bumper. This thing is so annoying to fit. It's an extra tight fit. So the foam goes in right inside the hole. Like there's 1/8 of clearance, that's it. So this foam here that's inside really tight, so which is good. It's just to remove it and to put it back on, it's really hard. We still have to get a bracket from the dealer for this fender here. There's a bracket that goes between the fender and the bumper, but overall, let's see, let's close it. Oh yeah, looking good. Had to reassemble the bumper, take it off again. This was a two-time, basically. The first time you guys saw I put it on just to fit it, and this time I put it on already just to install it completely permanently, because this bracket was broken, which comes with the bumper. It's on the inside. There's a little clip that holds this bumper together with the fender, and this bracket was broken, so I had to improvise and fix it with some glue, permanent glue, just to get it. I had the piece. Luckily I saved the piece, because these brackets come with the bumper only. So I fixed this bracket. This one was good on the left side. The bumper got the lip, the bottom lip got painted and put on, as you can see. And then there's another lip, has another lip on the bottom that's just when you scrape it. So basically it's like a little protector for the bumper. So it took me a while to install it, to assemble the bumper fully. The sensors, lights, I mean, there's a lot of detail. And on the turn signals, we got new ones finally in, because I had to return the other ones. They were different size. These are the right size. They stick out a little bit. They look super cool. They're like faded, and when you turn it on, I'll show you guys later, it just kind of like in one line. It starts here and then it goes down like that, like this. So it's really cool. Looks really nice on this car, because the original ones were like yellow and ugly. They're just, I still have them, I think, right here. See these? It was just like a regular Honda Civic light. Like, it doesn't make any sense. The car is, you know, 150 grand, close to 150 grand, and the lights are like this, super low quality. Then I installed, after that, all that, took off the wheels again, installed all the fender liners. Everything went on here, every screw, the right sizes. Had to fix a couple things, but got it on finally. Still waiting on this fuel cap cover. This is installed, everything's good. Also, we just got a new battery for it. Started cleaning out the area where the battery goes, right there in the front. And then I found some rodent nest. The car's been sitting outside, so we had some stuff over there already. Some kind of rodent already brought some leaves and little some twigs. You can see that it was some kind of animal trying to make a house. So I vacuumed it all out. Gonna install the battery right now, and found a few little flaws that I have to fix, but overall it's pretty much assembled. Now we have to deal with the interior. The dash, as you guys know, doesn't light up, and the middle console. So carpet got wet because it was broken window. All the water leaked down. We took this apart, and electrician came and scanned it. He said there's no communication between the computers, so we have to take this out and find a problem, a corroded wire, fix that, and hopefully that'll take care of the problem. Installed the battery, moved the seats. Now we got the bolts out of the seats. Now we're getting this unplugged. What's going on over here? Okay, it's out. Success. Okay, the carpet is out. There was water still standing, so there's two halves to the carpet. So one side barely got that out, and then we got another side. And also we discovered some damage on the floor right there, where they picked it up with the forklift at the auction and they screw up the floor. That's typical for Copart. But our wiring goes all the way from the front, from the inside there to the computer or the fuse box, from there to the here. There's a computer right there. There's a Bose computer for the system, sound system. There's also wiring that goes from underneath the seats right here on the floor. So we're looking at mainly, the problem is where the wiring goes on the floor, because the water was standing here. This is one of the computers that's runs the card, and it goes up to this fuse box. So we're gonna be troubleshooting and looking for electrical problem so we can fix this and get it, get the dash to work. These are all the parts that came out of it. Stereo unit, got plastics, trims, all the pieces. There's a lot. That's one piece of the carpet right there. That's the seat. Then we got another piece of the carpet right there. Another half. Super thick, and there's water. You guys, look at this. Look at it. Look. Still leaking. And the seat. So I guess when the car got in an accident or whatever happened to it, they were towing it and stuff, and it was raining, so all the water got in here and was just sitting in the carpet while the wires were getting corroded and basically gave out. So then they put a shrink wrap on it, but it was too late already. Oh, look at this dirt right here. Yeah, see the corrosion right there? Look at all this stuff. We'll get it cleaned out and diagnose the system and see what happens. And also there's a few flaws that I found. Basically there's dents from somewhere on the hood that came up when you look, like if you look in a straight line like this, you see that it's a little bit up, so I have to adjust that. And by adjusting it, I think I'm gonna dent it more, so I'm gonna have to probably repaint the hood, which isn't that bad. I mean, it's probably a day of work for me. And also, some smart guy or smart ass, this was parked at the shop, and this is a rear bumper. Look, they just crazy scraped it. This is insane. Like, the whole back is nice, the rear end is nice, but they had to go and move some car around or whatever that was. This wasn't there when I went to the shop. prepare for paint. But I found that out, and then there's a couple things that, so most likely I'll have to redo that one and the hood, and also there's a couple of things that need to be buffed. But yeah, that's what you get for keeping the car for so long after paint and assembly. You get, you know, it's inevitable to have something. You're always gonna have like a scrape, or something weird is gonna happen, or somebody's gonna crack something, or you scratch it yourself. Here's the new battery installed. You have to take apart a bunch of things here to install the battery, but nothing too hard. We're gonna clean this up, vacuum it, get everything organized, and see what we need here. Like I said, we're still waiting on this cap at the dealership. We're gonna paint it and slide it right on. Needs new wipers, and then the roof still needs the glass installed, but we cannot install the glass because it bolts on the bottom right there. You can see it inside. It bolts on the bottom to the sunroof itself, but we have to move the screen, and in order to move the screen we have to get the power to this, which isn't that bad. So now that we know that we found we know what the problem is, we're gonna look for it and get it started, hopefully, and fix the wires, start on it, fix the wires hopefully tomorrow. And that's what we're hoping for, to get this figured out, you know, in the next day, so we can get that power on the dash and the center console.